Hi everyone, welcome to today's topic triangular and square numbers. These numbers are figure eight numbers. Let's understand what are figure eight numbers. Numbers that can be represented by geometric figures are called figure eight numbers. They have integer values and can be represented by regular polygons in a systematic fashion. So, triangular numbers, square numbers, rectangular numbers, which are also called oblong, conic, or heteromesec, pentagonal, hexagonal, are some of the examples of figure eight numbers. The credit for the invention of figure eight numbers goes to the Pythagoreans. They connected numbers and geometric shapes and developed a number system. They arranged dots in geometric shapes, and depending on the shape of the systematic arrangement of dots, they named the numbers like triangular, square, etc. They studied them for finding their relationship in nature. They were interested in the patterns these numbers formed, and they caught their attention due to their geometric properties. It is widely believed that Aristotle popularized these numbers. Euclid in 300 BC introduced formal methods for these numbers to understand geometry. They were studied by Al-Khwarizmi and Al-Biruni and Aryabhatta. It was Euler's work that saw the development. Let's look at the first type of figure eight number, triangular number. Triangular number is a positive integer which represents number of dots arranged in the shape of an equilateral triangle, or number of dots arranged in equilateral triangular arrays. We denote the nth triangular number by Tn for all values of n greater than equal to 1. For example, T1 will be 1, T2 will be 3, T3 will be 6, and T4 will be 10. That is how these numbers are denoted. Now, how do we get these values 1, 3, 6, 10 and all? Let us see. As you saw in the definition, we use arrays of dots and form equilateral triangle. The number of dots gives us the triangular number. Let's start with the first figure. Here we have just one single dot. Now this one single dot is a generating number. So we call it T1, and that's the triangular number. Come to the second figure. Here we start with two dots. These are our generating numbers. So the name of the triangular number is T2, and now we will place one dot just in the middle and above these two. So this gives us a triangular shape, and we call this triangular number as 3. Look at the next figure. Now you start with 3 dots. These 3 dots are the generating number. So we call the triangular number as T3. We will now move on to the next row or the array, and we will place 2 dots in between the dots of the first row. So you have placed 2 dots. Above that, in the third row or in the third array, we place 1 dot between these 2 dots. So if you count, the number of dots is 6, and so the triangular number is 6. Here you can see the placement of dots is such that the shape we get is of an equilateral triangle. In the same way, T4 comes out to be 10, T5 is 15, and T6 is 21. So the sequence of triangular numbers is 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Dash, dash, dash. You must have noticed if we start from the top, the number of dots in each row increases by 1. Hence, the formula for Tn is nothing but summation I value 1 to n, I, which is n into n plus 1 upon 2. I is the number of dots. Another thing, Tn, which is n plus 1 upon 2, is nothing but the binomial coefficient n plus 1, 2, and it can be read from the Pascal's triangle. You can get all the triangular numbers in this third diagonal. Let's see. If you write n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, and you start with Tn is equal to 1. If we add 1 plus 2, we will get 3. If we add 3 plus 3, we will get 6. 6 plus 4 will give us 10. That is how our triangular numbers are formed. Pascal discussed triangular numbers in his treatise on figure eight numbers. Triangular numbers follow a recursive relation. If n is greater than equal to 2 and t1 is 1, then tn is equal to t of n minus 1 plus n. Let's come to the next type of figure eight numbers, the square numbers. Numbers that can be represented as a square arrangement of dots are called square numbers. Here you can see 1, 4, 9, 16. They all are square numbers. We have placed dots in the shape of a square. If we add two consecutive triangular numbers, we get the square numbers. Let's look at some real life examples. If we take a rectangle with with n dots in rows and n plus 1 dots in columns, or vice versa, then the number of dots is nothing but n into n plus 1. If we divide it into two triangles, then the number of dots in each triangle will be nothing but n into n plus 1 upon 2, and that is nothing but the nth triangular number. The figure explains this. Tn is also the sum of n natural numbers. In a bowling alley, 10 pins are arranged in triangular arrays. 10, as you know, is a triangular number. In the game of pool, 15 balls are arranged in triangular form. Again, 15 is a triangular number. You all are familiar with the Christmas carol, On the First Day of Christmas. Now, if you look at that carol, on the first day of Christmas, my true love sent me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. So the carol goes on for each day, third day, fourth day. Let's reach the 12th day. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies a dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Now, let us say it continues for n days, and you want to find how many gifts did the true love send on the nth day. Then what will we do? How will we find? We will just add all the gifts 1, 2, dash dash dash, n minus 1 plus n. And you know that this is the sum of n natural numbers, which is nothing but n into n plus 1 upon 2. And this is the nth triangular number Tn. It is nothing but gifts on n minus 1th day plus n. What if we want to find the total number of gifts received? That would be nothing but sum of all the triangular numbers T1 plus T2 dash 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 up to Tn, which is nothing but summation I value 1 to n Ti, and this would be n into n plus 1, n plus 2 divided by 6. It is the binomial coefficient n plus 2, 3. You must have seen acrobats forming human triangle. If we count the number of humans involved in such a triangle, it will give us a triangular number. What if we are asked to find how many rectangles can be formed using an array of n squares without repetition? How will we find that? Let's understand this using an example. If we are given 3 squares, that is our n value is 3, how many such arrangements will be there? If we name these 3 squares as A, B, C, then the first arrangement will be each of them is taken individually. So we have 3 of them, A, B, C. What if we combine all 3 of them? We get a rectangle of the size 1 by 3. If we take 2 at a time, that is A, B form one rectangle of the size 1 by 2 and C is separate, and the other one where A is separate and B and C are combined to form a rectangle of 1 by 2 size. Then if you count, you will have 6 such arrangements, and 6 is a triangular number. What if we are given 4 squares, that is n is equal to 4? Then the number of rectangles which can be formed will be 10. If we take n is equal to 5, we can form 15 rectangles. If the number of squares is n, then the number of rectangles which can be formed will be Tn. All of them are triangular numbers. Over the years, these numbers were studied by many different mathematicians. Let's look at that. Ion of Smyrna stated that the sum of 2 consecutive triangular numbers is a square number. Plutarch stated that 8 times a triangular number plus 1 gives a square number. That is, 8n plus 1 will always be 2n plus 1 whole square. Diophantus described triangular numbers by giving both the multiplication formula n into n plus 1 upon 2 and the addition of consecutive numbers starting with 1. In other words, an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 1. De Cool, an Irish monk who wrote 5 books on astronomical treatise, computers, the first book he presented to King Louis. The 6th chapter of that book had calculations of date of Easter and the relation between triangular and square numbers. He was the first one to say square numbers can be built by 2 identical triangular numbers minus the generating number, that is less than the column of dots. His formula 2 times n into n plus 1 upon 2 minus n gave us n square. De Cool said reverse is also true, where others just said square is the sum of 2 triangular numbers. numbers. Nicomachus of Gerasa also includes the formula n into n plus 1 upon 2. Boethius in his second book discusses figure eight numbers. He states triangular numbers are the basis of all numbers and that unity is the mother of all triangular numbers and is not a real triangular number itself. 3 is the first triangular number. It has two sides. 6 is the second and has three sides. The sides grow by unity. The sequence of triangular numbers grows by addition of natural numbers. A very interesting story about Gauss needs mention here. Gauss was once asked to add numbers from 1 to 100. He did that very quickly by adding the numbers by pairing them from opposite ends. He found each pair added up to 101 and that there were 50 such pairs. So he gave the sum as 100 into 101 upon 2, which is the formula for the nth triangular number. Coming to some properties and relations of these numbers. First one, cubes of numbers are related to triangular numbers. Summation I value 1 to n I cube, is nothing but n into n plus 1 upon 2 whole square, which is tn square. Triangular numbers are alternately even and odd. Many Fibonacci numbers are triangular numbers. The sum of first n triangular numbers is the nth tetrahedral number. If n is the sum of two triangular numbers, then 4n plus 1 is the sum of two squares. There is an infinite sequence of triangular numbers such that every two are relatively prime. For example, 1, 3, 10, 91, 253, dash, dash, dash. Product of two consecutive triangular numbers is never a square of an integer, but for every triangular number tn, there exists infinitely many triangular numbers tm larger than tn such that tn into tm, the product is a square. Arithmetic progression 3k plus 2 for k values 0, 1, 2, dash, dash, dash has no triangular numbers. Others have infinitely many of them. Give different values to k, you can see you get 2, 5, 8, 11. No triangular number is there. If n is a triangular number, so is 9n plus 1, 25n plus 3 and 49n plus 6. This result was given by Euler in 1775. Aryabhat showed that t1 plus t2 dash 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 plus tn, that is the sum of triangular numbers, is nothing but n plus 1 into n plus 2 upon 6. The square of any odd multiple of 3 is difference of two triangular numbers. So 3 times 2n plus 1 whole square is equal to t 9n plus 4 minus t 3n plus 1. Triangular numbers have always been a part of recreational mathematics. Let's look at some of the examples. If we find the sum of squares of consecutive numbers, we can see 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square, 10 square plus 11 square plus 12 square is equal to 13 square plus 14 square, 21 square plus 22 square plus 23 square plus 24 square is equal to 25 square plus 26 square plus 27 square. In all of these, you can see 3, 10, 21, 36 are every other triangular number. The three triangular numbers with repeated digits are 55, 66 and 77. They are consecutive triangular numbers T10, T11 and T12. Two triangular numbers whose sum and difference is also triangular numbers are T3, T5 and T8 and T11. As we know, T3 is 6, T5 is 15. If we sum up 6 and 15, we get 21, which is T6. If we subtract 15 and 6, we get 9, which is T3. So sum and difference of T3 and T5 again gives us triangular numbers. The other pair is T8 and T11, 36 and 66. 36 plus 66 is 102, which is T13, and 66 minus 36 is 30, which is T7. Both of them are again triangular numbers. Three successive triangular numbers whose product is a perfect square are T3, T4, T5. Again, they are all consecutive. 6 into 10 into 15, which is 30 square. Three successive triangular numbers whose sum is a perfect square is T5 plus T6 plus T7, and the sum comes out to be 8 square. Let's look at some palindromic triangular numbers. T1, T2, T10, T11, T171, they're all palindromic. You can see T171 is also a whole square. Lastly, let's come to the applications of triangular numbers. They are used in mathematics for studying other figure eight numbers, in combinatorics, for example, in calculating number of ways to choose pairs from a group. In modern computer science, they arise in problems involving counting and arrangements. In handshake problem, where each person in a group of of n people shakes hands with every other person exactly once, the total number of handshakes is n minus 1th triangular number. In fully connected network of n nodes, the number of connections is given by a triangular number. When it comes to how to choose two elements from a set of n plus 1 objects, again it's a triangular number. In dart games, triangular peg, solitaire, they are used. They're also used in generating key in some cryptographic systems. In computer science, these numbers help in efficient storing of triangular matrices. In physics, quantum mechanics involves them in angular momentum and wave functions. Thank you for watching. See you with another interesting topic. For class notes, lectures, and practice problems, you can visit my website www.profpritibajpai.com.